All right, good morning. You are at the 6 a.m. Thursday class. What? It's Thursday. We are going to start with a 5-minute prep, okay? It's an AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. So sorry, I'm going to kind of steal your square a little bit. We start with 10 ankle rockers. So going back and forth onto the heels and then onto the toes 10 times. We do 10 pulse squats, so come all the way down, no higher than halfway, and try to get a little lower each time. Move into 10 Superman, so we lie down flat on the floor. Can you see me? Good, okay. Lifting your arms above, and you're squeezing your glutes and your hamstrings behind you, trying to lift up off the floor. We do 10 push-ups. If you can on your toes, really screw your hands into the floor so your elbow pits are forward, and then coming down and up. If you need to, 10 push-ups on your knees, okay? And then the last one is 10 squat jumps, but we stick the landing. We're trying to work on ankle stability a little bit, so make sure you really pause for just a second before you jump again, okay? So 5 minutes, 10 of everything. We just keep going through all of it, okay? Turn up the music. Nope, that's turning it down. All right. When you are ready, you can get started. 5 minutes, as many rounds as possible. All right. Okay, so 10 ankle rockers back and forth. As you finish those ankle rockers, we've got the pulse squats as low as you can. Try to get a little deeper each time. As you finish pulse squats, we move into Supermans. So lying on your belly, lifting your arms, squeezing your glutes and your hamstrings. We're going to do kettlebell swings next. So really contract, really move your muscles, get the blood flowing into them. As you finish Supermans, moving into the push-ups. Good, really brace that core. Don't droop the belly. Hold the core tight. Good, and then 10 squat jumps, sticking the landing. Again, working on ankle stability. Good squat jumps, Peggy. Looks good, looks good. Make sure no one else is on. All right. Good work, good work. 10 reps of everything. We just roll from one exercise to the next. Remember, on those pulse squats, try to get a little deeper each time. Supermans, try to lift the legs and the arms a little higher each time. Good, good form on those push-ups. They look great. So after Superman's, moving into push-ups. Now it's hard to see over here. We are under 2 minutes left on the warm-up. Good work, good work. About a minute left on the warm-up. Want to make the movements bigger as we go along. Really get our stretches in. Get that blood pumping. About 30 seconds left on the warm-up. We have about 10 seconds left, so finish up whatever exercise you are currently on. All right. Okay. Okay. Turn this down a little bit. All right. Next, we have 5 minutes, maximum reps. You're going to keep count of how many reps you have on the American kettlebell swing. The American kettlebell swing is the one that goes overhead. So real quick, we're going to talk about form, and then I'll show you what you can do if you struggle with the American kettlebell swing. So holding the kettlebell, starting low, and we're bringing it overhead, okay? As I make this movement, the key, use my hips to bring the bell overhead, okay? With the Russian kettlebell swing, you can kind of muscle it up to where your shoulders are. To bring it overhead, if you start to muscle with your shoulders, they're going to tire out really quickly. And as you can see, our max ones from the last class are like 138, okay? So really use your hips to drive that bell up and down, okay? So bring them forward, squeeze the glutes and the hamstrings. Key is keep the kettlebell close to your body. If you're standing like a foot or a foot and a half away from a wall, you should never crash into the wall. It should stay very close. The further away it gets, the more you're going to put strain on your back, okay? So bringing it all the way up. If you struggle and you don't want to bring it all the way up, a regular swing goes out, straight out. That's the Russian kettlebell swing. If you don't have a kettlebell, do we have any dumbbells nearby? Can I real quick borrow your dumbbell? So if you have a dumbbell at home, same thing. Just moving forward and swinging out, okay? So we're doing this for 5 minutes straight. Keep count because there will be a spot in Train Heroic where you can, I know, just wait. I know. So as many as you can get in 5 minutes, pace yourselves. That last minute, you know, it's going to be a little rough. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm going to give you about a minute to kind of warm up and get used to the movement. If you want to start with the Russian kettlebell swing, and then after you've done that for a little bit, start to gain height on it. Okay. Put 1 minute on the clock just to warm up. Okay. How are you doing on this one, Peggy? Okay. So I would recommend doing the Russian kettlebell swing where you just go to shoulder height. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Use the hips when you're pulling up that weight. Use the hips to drive that bell, the dumbbell forward. Yep. Yeah. It's up to you. You can hold it this way. That's fine. Or if you want to hold it up and down, that works too. Either one. Doesn't matter. Yep. Okay. Just, and you can count how many reps. That's what they're going to do in here just to see how many they can get. Okay. All right. Good work. Oh. All right. Everybody's ready? I'm not getting even. Fine. We're good. I'm like looking around and I'm like, oh, we're ready. Yes. Does anybody want chalk? There's not a lot left. Okay. All right. You can do it. Fuck. Yeah, I know. Sorry. Okay. All right, we got 5 minutes on the clock. I'm going to turn up the music, and we are going to get started. 5 straight minutes in 10 seconds. All right. In 3, 2, 1, and swing. Using those hips, squeezing the glutes and hamstrings. Perfect form, Amanda. Looks good. Good form, Brenda. Looks really good. Good job using your hips, and looks good. Good job, Heather. Yep. Good job, Laura. Already a minute in. Good work, good work. Hang in. Good job, Diana. Looks good. Shaw, awesome. Good work. Good job, Christina. Good work, good work. You are 90 seconds in. Hang in. Good work, girl. Hang on, hang on. Two minutes in. Our highest numbers from the 5 a.m. class. Stephanie had 138 and Bob had 137. And not me, Stephanie, the other Stephanie. You are halfway. Hang in there. Quick shake out. If you need to, forearm stretch, and then right back in. Now more than ever, our form, make sure we focus on those hips. Drive them forward. Let them help you muscle that weight all the way to the top. Squeeze those glutes. Looks good, looks good. Work. Hang on. 25 seconds, 25 seconds. You can do this. 20 seconds. Don't stop. 20 seconds, 15 seconds. Keep moving for the last part. You have 10, 10. We are almost there. Hang in. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good work. Take a rest. I'm gonna change some screens. Yep. Christina said that's exhausting. Yes, it is. All right. Wow. Yep. That was good work. All right. I'm going to start to explain the next part as you're still trying to catch your breath. So you get that? We have 5 rounds. First round, it'll be 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds rest to move into the next exercise. Rounds 2 through 4, 40 seconds of work, still 15 seconds of rest. And then that last round is 50 full seconds of work, just 15 seconds rest, okay? The exercises, sorry, Christina, I'm gonna steal your square again, and I'm only gonna use a 10-pound kettlebell because I can get away with it right now. So we start with a burpee and kettlebell high pull. So you can keep that kettlebell under you. You're not going chest to ground. You're only hopping your feet back. So hands down, kick out, come up, grab that kettlebell on the sides, use your elbows to drive it up, and then come back down. So kick out, come up, and drive, okay? So burpee high, kettlebell high pull for 30 full seconds. You get a rest for 15 seconds. Then we move into the agility square. We're gonna do trapezoid jumps. So for trapezoid jumps, you jump into each square. If you don't have this at home, if you can set up some tape or a tee or just jump, but you're trying to jump in each square, you're going around. So you're going side, up, to the side, down, and out, and then do the reverse, jumping in each square. If you struggle with the hopping, you can use your feet to kind of shuffle around to each square. 30 seconds of just the trapezoid jumps. And then the last one is that Icky Shuffle where you do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay? So each exercise is that full round of work, 30 seconds, 40 or 50. Okay? If you struggle with that burpee coming all the way down, if you just want to do kettlebell high pulls the whole time, just take your time bringing up. But if you struggle coming down on the floor and then getting back up, just coming up and high pulling down and up, okay? Use your legs to pull that bell up, the kettlebell or the dumbbell. Use your legs to drive it up, okay? I know, after cleans yesterday, and then we did this. There's more fun coming too. This is a good one. All right. We can. We have some music requests. All right, okay. All right, I'm gonna set up the clock real fast and we'll get started with the burpees and the high pull. 3 rounds. All right, so 30 seconds. We're doing the burpee into that high pull, unless you're doing straight high pulls, okay? 10 seconds, here we go. We are go in 3, 2, 1. Burpees into high pulls. Good. Lead that movement with your elbows. Elbows out to the sides. Good. Yep. Good work. Good work. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Perfect. Looks good. Good job, Peggy. Yes. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're moving into those trapezoid hops. So hopping in the square, going back and forth. 2 feet if you can. If not, shuffling into each box of the square. 2, 1, and go. Good work, good work. I like how a lot of you aren't stopping. You just switch directions quickly. Good job. 8 seconds, hang on. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Moving to the Icky Shuffle. That's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Sorry, we lost the slides up here. We are go in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 1, 2, out. 1, 2, 1, 2, out. Good. Some of you are really good at changing directions quickly. Looks good, looks good. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. I'm just changing the clock. We are going 10 seconds. Back to that burpee and kettlebell high pull. So high pulls. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. Brace that core. Keep everything engaged when you hop out, when you hop backwards. You are halfway, halfway. Good work, Christina. Looks good. Good job, Diana. Good work. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We have that trapezoid jump. So we're going from each box in the square, up and over, okay? We are go in 3, 2, 1, and hop. Good job, Ann. Looks good. Good job, Brenda. Good job with the transitions. Go work on those transitions. We are good. We are good. 15 seconds. Oh, we need to turn this up. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Got that Icky Shuffle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. We are going 3, 2, 1, and go. Good job, Heather. Good job with those quick feet. Looks good. Good job, Amanda. Good job transitioning direction. That's awesome. We are more than halfway. 15 seconds. Looks good. Looks good. Good work, Michelle. Looks good. Quick feet. Yep. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. We are back to the top. We've got that burpee where we kick out and then the high pull. So just high pulls. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Good work, good work. Halfway, halfway. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Trapezoid jumps, each square, up and around. We are going 3, 2, 1, and go. Got a lot of people who are very smooth, changing directions. Perfect. Halfway, halfway. Last 10, hang in. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Icky Shuffle, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. We are going 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. This is quick feet, quick feet. Stay on the balls of the feet. Good work, good work. You are halfway, halfway. Last 10, last 10. Keep moving, keep moving. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We are on round 4. That burpee into the high pull. Woo! In 2, 1, and go! Good work, good work. We have all ladies in class and virtual. Ladies getting it done at 6. You are halfway right here, halfway. Good job leading that movement with the elbows. 10 seconds. And rest. Moving into the trapezoid jumps in each square. Three, 2, 1, and go. Good work, good work. Changing direction quickly. Looks good, looks good. 12 seconds. Hang on, hang on. Last 5. And rest. Moving into the Icky Shuffle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Good work, good work. Fast feet, fast feet. You are halfway. Hang in, hang in. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. I am just changing the clock. Get ready. 10 seconds. Back to that burpee high pull. 50 seconds of work. 50 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and go. You can do this. Good job. Good job. Good kickouts. Brace that core. Lead that pull with the elbows. Good work. Good work. You are halfway right here. Hang in, hang in. "15 seconds. Hang on, hang on." Last 5. Please don't die. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Trapezoid jumps each box. You've got 50 seconds of work. We are going 3, 2, 1, and jump. Good. Trying to stay on the balls of the feet. Good work changing direction quickly. You have 20 seconds left. Hang in, hang in. Ten seconds. Almost there, almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. One more. Icky Shuffle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. We are going 3, 2, 1, and go. Stay on the balls of the feet. Quick feet, quick feet. Hang in, hang in. Halfway right here. "15 seconds. Keep going, keep going. Almost there. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Go work, go work. All right. Okay. So, I'm going to turn the music down. Okay. This next part, 10 minutes, as many rounds as possible. Okay. We have not done a full Turkish get up since well before COVID. So let me explain this one. Okay. I'm gonna move this, sorry. I'm sorry, I always have to steal your spot. Okay. Be careful on this movement. A full Turkish get up should take you 30 seconds or more. The last group, most people got through just barely 2 rounds of this entire, all the exercises. So take your time, okay? For a Turkish get up, I start by putting the kettlebell in one hand and I start rolled over, okay? I'm gonna set up the kettlebell so that the corner of it is in my hand, okay? And I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna use my hand to drive it up and lock out my elbow. That same leg stays bent and I extend the other leg. I'm gonna lift up onto my shoulder, onto my elbow, onto my hand. I keep my eyes on the bell so that if I lose control, I can real quick grab and I can support myself, okay? You don't need to look at the ground or anywhere else. Always look at the bell. I'm going to lift up and swing my leg around onto my knee. I'm going to come up onto the knee and up to fully standing, and then I'm going to reverse that whole process again, very slow. Start by going down onto my knee, still looking at the kettlebell. Ground is always there, so I will find it with my palm. Windshield wiper my leg back out, go onto my hip, elbow, shoulder, and down, okay? Make sure you are nice and slow with that exercise. If you struggle to get all the way up to standing, you can do a half Turkish get up, so very similar in format, except when we come up, shoulder, elbow, hand, and hip, I will stop here and go back down to my hip, elbow, shoulder, and down. If even that you struggle with, just come up onto your hand, shoulder, elbow, hand, elbow, shoulder, and down, okay? Keep the weights on the lower end, okay? So you do 3 on one side, 3 on one side, 3 on the other. Again, that takes over 2 full minutes of work out of the whole 10 minutes. Then we move into a plank seesaw, so I'm on my elbows, brace my abs, and I'm moving forward and back 10 times. I do a hip roll, so I touch my hips. It's 5 each side, 10 total hip rolls. And then I do leg lifts. It's 5 each side, so 10 total. Just lifting my legs, okay? Again, super slow. It takes like 2 rounds to get through the 10 minutes, okay? Thank you, Brenda. All right. Does anybody need modifications? So the seesaw is when you're in that plank and you're just going back and forth up onto you're on your toes. Yeah, stay on your elbows. Yeah, for all of them, you can stay on your elbows. Okay, looks good? Okay, all right. I'm gonna put 10 minutes on the clock and then I'll come around and kind of check form. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay. All right, we are going 10 seconds, starting with that Turkish get up. Hand in the corner of the bell, and you are rolled over on one side. So we're gonna roll up, lock out that elbow, so it's straight up, and the same knee is up. Roll up onto your shoulder, come up onto elbow and hand, sweep your leg around so you're on your knee, lift up onto the knee, and then come up to standing. So come up to, yep, good. And now reverse all of it. So back onto the knee, still looking at the bell, put your hand down, and then sweep the leg out. Go onto the hip, yep, and then elbow, shoulder, shoulder, yep. Yes. Yep. Heather, that's perfect. Good job. Yep. Good. You have good form. You can take your time on this. Okay, especially because you've got 25 pounds. Really focus on that core, okay? Good form, Diana. Looks great. Yes. Yes. Good. Good. So this knee is going to be up. This one with the, yep, there you go. Yeah. Yep. And then, yep. That's it. How are you feeling here? And how's the shoulder holding it up? Good. Okay. You look good. You have good form. I always have to like stop and think, my arm is up, that's the knee that's up. I have to concentrate on that every time. So you are already 2 minutes in. Yes. Doesn't really matter. It's up to you. You kind of need like a moment to, you could pause, but yeah. 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 It's a little faster. That's fine. Yes. Yep. And we have it, honestly, we've only been doing half Turkish get-ups. Like I think we did them last week. We haven't done them a lot. And I don't love that I'm coaching that here and I'm supposed to be coaching that. Like I mean, yes. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. And everything else you're doing great on, so that's fine. Go work, go work. You are 3 minutes in. As you finish those Turkish get-ups, again, 30 seconds is about the amount of time it takes for each one. Then we move into a plank seesaw where you're on your elbows. Elbows going forward and back on your toes. We do hip rolls, 5 each side, a total of 10. And then leg lifts, 5 each side, total of 10. Good, yes. Yep. Okay, good, yes. Yep. Good. Yes, yep. Good. Good form, yes. And if you need to, let your other arm help you muscle that up. Okay. Yes. Yep. Yes. That's perfect. Yep. You have perfect form. Looks good. Good control, Laura. Yes. Yep. Good. Yes. Yep. Good job, Anne. Yeah. And you can pause at each step. It actually takes more control. It's harder to pause, roll onto the shoulder, then the elbow, slide the hand, and then lift the hips. Like that takes more control. It took like Bob, like he didn't even finish his second round. I mean, and he lifted like 53 pounds. Everything? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Right. Yes. Yes. And that was hard trying to tell people like, hey, guess what you just did? The whole workout, slow down. But yeah, but you have good form. Everything looks good. Next time we do these, Laura, I'm going to make you demonstrate. Next time we do these, I'm making you demonstrate. I mean, you can tell that you've been studying them for a year. Go work, go work. Less than 4 minutes. I forgot with them planks. I'm sorry. Always just flag me down. I appreciate that. Thank you. About 3 minutes left. Hang in, you have just over 2 minutes left. Good work, good work. About 90 seconds left. One more minute of work. Everyone is showing nice control. Everything is drawn in and braced. Eyes are up on the bell. Good work. $40 seconds left. $20 seconds left. Last 10, so you want to finish the exercise that you are on. All right, and just the stretch. So, okay. So a stretch, we're gonna lie on one side. It's a side lying quad stretch. So if you can lie on one side, follow Christina since she's already there. If you don't mind, lie on one side and you're gonna pull one quad back. So make sure your body is nice and flat and then draw your heel towards your bottom and stretch out that quad. I'm gonna turn on the timer. About 5 more seconds on this side. We're gonna roll over, same thing on the other side. So body is nice and flat. Bring that quad, bring that heel to your bottom. Make sure you're contracting your glutes and your hamstrings to get a little more out of that quad stretch. About 5 more seconds on this side. We're gonna move into a pancake stretch. So legs are out wide in a straddle, and we're just gonna push our chest as close as we can get to the floor, reaching the arms out in front. About 5 more seconds on this side, or in this one. All right, we're gonna walk our hands to the right side and try and reach for the right toe. If you can put your head on, I can't. We got some flexible people in here. We got people who must have their heads down. About 5 more seconds. We're gonna switch sides, walk your hands over to the left. Same thing. If you can get your head on your leg, at least trying to touch your shoes. I can't either. Okay, I'll say something. All right, and we are finished. Thank you very much for coming today. Have a wonderful rest of the day. All right, hold on.